Hi you guys, I'm Christy from Blingy Thingy. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I'm doing something a little bit different than what I normally post on my channel. Today I'm starting a several part series entitled An Introduction into Rhinestones and Flatback Pearl Embellishments, where I'm going to be addressing some of the most commonly asked questions that I get since I do have an online craft store. And part one today is going to be about rhinestone and sizing. So this is going to be perfect for all of you newbies out there. If you're unsure of what the different sizes are when it comes to rhinestones. And so hopefully this will be really helpful for you and help you to make more informed purchases so you get the right size that you need for your project. I'm going to be talking about the two different forms of measurement that are used for rhinestones, which is a millimeter, which is mm, and then also an SS. And so just to be clear, a 6 millimeter is not a 6SS. There's a difference. So I just want to kind of show you up close what those differences are. And I'm really hoping that this will help you out a lot. Be sure to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and I'll leave links to my online shop in the description box. So let's get started. So I made a printout sheet for you so you can see the rhinestone sizes up close. On the left hand side is a millimeter form of measurement, and that's what the mm stands for. On the right hand side is an SS form of measurement being used, and an SS stands for stone size. So here we have a 2 millimeter rhinestone. Here it is up against my hand, very tiny, and here it is on a nail. So the 2 millimeter is the same as an SS6, and this is what that stone size is. Next we have a 3 millimeter. It is the same as an SS12. This is what this rhinestone looks like. Here it is on my hand. This is what it looks like on a nail. Next we have a 4 millimeter, which is the same thing as an SS16. Here is a 4 millimeter. Here it is against my hand, and here it is on a nail. Next is a 5 millimeter, which is the same thing as an SS20. This is what a 5 millimeter stone looks like. Here it is against my hand, and this is what it looks like on a nail. Next is a 6 millimeter. It's the same thing as an SS30. They're exactly the same. This is what a 6 millimeter or SS30 rhinestone looks like. Here it is against my hand, and here it is on a nail. I'm actually going to set it to the side because it doesn't want to sit on there very well because it's a little bit too big, so it won't sit flat on there. So I'll just lay it kind of to the side and you can see. Next is a 7 millimeter. It's the same thing as an SS34. This is what that stone looks like. Here it is on my hand, and this is what it looks like beside of the nail. Last, we have an 8 millimeter, which is the same thing as an SS40. For some reason, it's hard to pick up this stone with my tweezers, so I'm just going to use my hand, and I'm just going to lay it right beside of there. And as you can see, that's what an 8 millimeter looks like, and there it is beside of a nail. Okay, so what I've done is I've just placed a bunch of different sizes of rhinestones onto a very old phone case. I think it's like an iPhone 4 or 5 or something. It's super old. It's about 4.5 inches going this way tall. And then I've also just put a penny, a nickel, a dime, a quarter, just to kind of help you get a better idea of sizes, because I know sometimes even watching a video, sometimes sizes don't come across all that great. So I'm going to do my best to really help you to get an idea of sizes. But okay, so here we go. Here is a 2 millimeter, and as you can tell, this stone is super, super tiny. I call it a dot because to me that's just kind of like what it looks like, a period on the end of a sentence. It's tiny, it's a dot. A 3 millimeter, a 4 millimeter, a 5 millimeter, 6 millimeter, 7 millimeter, 8 millimeter. Now I've switched over to pearls here because the largest stone that I carry in my shop is an 8mm. So now we go on down. This is a 10mm, a 12mm, and a 14mm. So as you can see, I mean, look how far my tweezers will open for a 14mm, and you get down to a 2mm. And I mean, it's like teeny, teeny, tiny. So imagine if you tried to do this entire phone case in a 2mm. It's going to take a lot of those rhinestones, and it's going to take a really long time because it's just so tiny. But I want you to see that even on bigger craft projects, that 2mm serves a purpose, because if you look up here, there's like this little crack or crevice or whatever, crease, that goes right around here. And actually it's the 2mm, which is this stone right here, that fits in there perfectly. The 3mm would work also. It's not laying exactly flat inside of there. And if you get into the 4mm, I don't think it's coming across in this video, but it's actually hanging off the top up here a little bit. So see, this 2mm does serve a purpose on this bigger craft project because it's filling in those tiny spaces and gaps. So that, I'm hoping, helps to give you a little bit of an idea when you're working on a phone case, what different sizes look like. Now let's go back. Now if you're going to convert this 2mm into what it would be in stone size or an SS, this 2mm is an SS6, this 3mm is an SS12, this 4mm is an SS16, this 5mm is an SS20, this 6mm is an SS30, this 7mm is an SS34, this 8mm is an SS40. And again, I'm going to stop there because I don't have a stone that's larger than the 8mm or the SS40. Okay, you guys, so as we start to wrap it up, I hope that this video has helped you and you've kind of gotten a better idea of the different sizes of rhinestones and maybe what will work the best for your project. But there is one more point that I want to make, and I feel like this is super important because I know I'm a thrifty person. I know that we all are trying to, you know, get the most for our money. And so it's really tempting when you go into my shop or someone else's shop to see a smaller sized pearl or rhinestone that's cheaper, and you think, oh wow, I'm going to stock up on that size. But this is what 1,000 2mm looks like. So it's a really small amount. It may be cheap and super affordable, but it may not be the best size for your project. Now this is what 1,000 4mm looks like, and it may cost more, but look how much more coverage that you're going to get. And then another thing is that people are always looking at, oh, 1,000, wow, that's a lot. Well, I want to show you what 100 8mm looks like. Now see, you're gonna get still a lot of coverage. It may only be 100 pieces, and it may cost the same or even more than the 1,000 4mm. But look, because they're bigger, you're still getting more coverage. So it's really important that you familiarize yourself with the different sizes, because just because you're getting 100 of something, it doesn't mean that you're going to have less coverage. This 100 8mm, look at this, you're still going to get a nice size of coverage. So that's really important too. I mean, you've got here's some 12mm, and these is this, let's see, what do we got here? This is a 12mm pearl. This is a 14mm pearl. This is only 25 pieces, but I mean, look how big these things are. And then this is like 50 pieces, I think, of a 12mm. And so look at this in comparison to 1,000 2mm, and this is 50 pieces of 12mm. So like I said, it's very important that you realize your sizes. Don't pay so much attention so much to the quantity. Really know what your different sizes are, because you can get just as much coverage with 50 pieces of a 12mm as you can with 1,000 pieces of a 2mm. So I hope this has helped you. Thanks so much for watching. Give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and if you're not already, head on over to Instagram and follow me on Instagram at blingythingy, and hope to post a new video soon.